here. Welcome to FBB Forum. If you like this content, please be sure to like and subscribe. I'm thrilled to welcome the stunning IFBB Pro Women's Physique competitor, Donna Jones, to the podcast. Donna just most recently competed at the Texas Pro Show and placed in the top 5 in a very stacked class of 22 amazing muscle ladies. During the show, Donna was highlighted on stage for overcoming some very tough times recently, and we will speak on this a little bit later. Thank you so much for joining me, Donna. It's really great to have you here.
Thank you, David. I appreciate you having me on too.
Thank you. And we just talked about, so you're from Barbados. I can tell you have a little Caribbean accent going on there.
Yes, it never goes away.
I like it, though. I think it's very charming. I like it.
Thank you.
Now, I was curious, we talked a little bit about before the interview, but did you have an athletic or sports background before you started in bodybuilding?
Oh, yes. I run track most of my life growing up, and I represented my country at numerous international sports and stuff. I was also nominated a couple times for Woman of the Year for in my country.
Wow.
So yeah, we did some awesome stuff, and we had this first program that called the Sports Program of Barbados, the first pioneers, and we represented Barbados under the we call it the Defense Force, the Army.
Okay.
Yeah, so they pretty much clothe us, feed us, pay us, and train us like soldiers, but yet still we represented like a country. So that was that was an experience that I would never forget, and I always tell my kids about that also. Just to be recognized as a pioneer of your country, for being so outstanding in track and field.
That's a great honor. That's really amazing. Wow, that's great. So you got to do international, did you get to travel around the world for the competitions?
Yeah, we traveled to some of the countries, yes. So I've been around.
That's terrific. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yes.
Now, I was curious to how did you transition from track and field to bodybuilding, and who convinced you to do your first contest?
Well, I had this coach, a good friend of mine, and he moved to this gym called One to One. And when I got there, I saw like there was a lot of people there that buff. I'd never seen it before in my life. Like a lot of people was like into the bodybuilding. Most of them there had some I think like some of them was like already getting ready for competitions.
Okay.
So you can really see the hard work that they were putting in.
Yeah.
So my coach and this other guy that worked at the front desk, they were like, "Oh, she has an athletic body. She should be doing, women's physique." And I was like, "I don't think so." So at first it was like, no. And then I was turning 40 that year, 2014, I think. Yeah. So I was turning 40 and I was like, they keep bothering me all the time. I was like, okay, well, maybe I should do something outside of the box, and just something that I can tell myself that I tried.
Yeah, sure.
So that's how I got started.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very, very scary in my first show. And then I really didn't like the suit that they give us to put on, because I was thinking that, what if my parents see me in this?
Oh, it's, yeah, wearing a little bikini like that, right?
Yes. And I was like, I was so embarrassed. And, and it was like, when I see all the other girls beside me, it was like so comfortable and stuff. And I was like, especially with the tanning and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know you had to do this thing like with no clothes on and stuff. Like, so that was a new eye opener for me, a new beginning.
Oh,
And yeah.
I understand. Yeah. I was going to ask you, did you get nervous being up on stage for the first time? Because I would think it'd be kind of nerve-wracking being up on stage in a bikini like that.
I was very, very nervous. Very. I think I look back at the pictures before and I looked like I was lost.
Oh, oh no.
Compared to how I look now, yeah, when I look back at those pictures, I was like, wow, you can just see the fear on my face. No smiling, nothing. Just,
Oh no.
yeah, it was just like in shock, kind of frozen. Like,
And now do you feel still nervous on stage at all, or do you feel really comfortable now?
well, I still get those butterflies,
Hmm.
but I'm more comfortable now.
That's
Yeah,
terrific. Yeah,
yeah. I think the butterflies is like just getting you warmed up for just like to appear outside, for the stage. Yeah,
sure. No, that's
but
awesome.
mm-hmm.
I was curious, did you have like a fitness role model when you first started?
Dana Lynn Bailey, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love that
Wow.
lady. Hmm. Yes. I
She's
just
amazing.
love how she poses, how that poise. She has so much confidence when she step on stage. She have a good support team. And I was like, wow, that lady is like, yeah, she's so nice and down to earth. Yeah.
I think she's the mentioned the most on this podcast, I think, and she is really just well known, but really, yeah, really, a lot of people look up to her for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's a sweetheart. I met her in person, her husband, and just how she is as a smiley, laughy person. That's how her personality is.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's great. I got to get
Mm-hmm.
her on this podcast one of these days because she,
You should. You should.
yeah, she's amazing. I hope she'll come back and compete again, maybe sometime.
Oh, my heart was broken when I heard that she wasn't gonna compete anymore. I was like, yeah. But
Um,
I think she left that legacy. She paved the way, for me and for many other women's physique. So she really made that mark for us.
yeah, that's true. She did, and being the first Physique Olympia, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very
Mm-hmm.
true.
Yeah.
I wanted to congratulate you on your top five placing at the Texas Pro, and
Thank
um,
you.
and I thought you looked fantastic. Tell me about the show. Did you enjoy the show?
Oh, I enjoyed that show so much. I want to do it again next year.
Great.
It was well ran. I like the way how they highlighted the women's physique, and just put us where that we can really be seen, and not in the back, but just give us that one day where it would just be us. And I really love that. Sarah did a fantastic job. I talked to her afterwards, and she said, "You look amazing. You just need to grow your quads some." And same feedback actually that I got from the judges, that I need to bring up my quads and my lower lats and stuff. She said, "But your posing is phenomenal. Nice and you know, how she said it. It's just nice and kind of sexy and stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank
Yeah,
you."
that's awesome. That's great to get feedback from Sarah like that, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was very, very pleased. Yeah.
I love how she's put up money for the prize money and for
Yes.
this particular show, and I think that's terrific, and that really shows that she's really dedicated to the sport, I think, too.
Yeah. Because women's physique, we don't really get that, never get that big prize money.
Hmm.
I don't think the Arnold does it or Olympia. I think this
No.
was the biggest a giveaway ever.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
terrific. Yeah, it really shows her dedication and
Mm-hmm.
shows that she
Mm-hmm.
cares too. I think that's terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um, Now for the folks who didn't see the show, I was curious, were you surprised when the Texas Pro MC kind of highlighted you on stage and talked
Yes.
about your mom? Because that it was really an amazing moment, I thought, on stage. But I don't know if it felt awkward, or did you mind them highlighting you like that?
Well, my coach, I've been with him for like 8 years, and he knows me inside and out. He has seen me go through, my father's passing, also my sister passing. So
Hmm.
he has seen me went through a number family that I have lost in the years, and all the struggles, the financial struggles and stuff like that.
Hmm.
My special needs children that I have here, that many of the times when I'm prep and stuff, sometimes I have to be at the hospital for hours and hours and hours. So
Hmm.
he knows the ins and out of me, completely. Almost like we're family, not even like coach, but just like family, where, yeah. So I think he had something more us to do with it
Uh-huh.
because, yeah. So, but I didn't know that it was gonna be like that. I know he said, just, he said, I just want to do something for you that I hope that you appreciate it. That's what he was telling me, but he never told me, exactly what it was.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, so it was a big surprise for you.
Yeah, it was. That's why I was like,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Oh, wow. It
Mm.
was really sweet though. I liked it. And yeah, just kind of a special moment you don't really see on a bodybuilding stage per se, it was
Yeah, I was like totally overwhelmed and blown away. I was like, this is for me, I was like, everything just like hit all at once, like I got so emotional, just thinking about my mom and just thinking about that song that I just did. It was like, dedicated to her. And
yeah.
then for that to happen, it's like all the feelings just like started flowing out.
Oh, wow. Yeah. What I forget which song did you play?
Um, by Rihanna is what's it? Raise Me Up. I think it is.
I think that's right.
No,
Yeah.
lift me up. I'm sorry, lift me up.
Lift Me Up. Okay, yeah. That's a great song. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
And you said your mom had been sick for a while?
yeah. She's been sick for a while, and she's been in the hospital battling infections, pretty much one after the next.
Wow. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow. And
Yeah, and the the day that they called, said that she was that the doctor called and said that she was like, taking a turn for the worse. That was actually on her birthday. She
oh,
had turned
really?
Yeah, she had turned 88 on that same day when I got to, you know, FaceTime my family and I got to sing happy birthday to her. And, and I tell her, I said, it's okay if if you want to go, mom, because my dad waiting for you, my sister waiting.
Yeah.
We are all grown now. I'm the ninth out of 10 kids,
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
yeah, I was
Wow.
like, it's no need to worry about your kids because we are all grown. So
Yeah.
my brother said that she had like a tear coming down her eyes. I
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah. So and then the next day, early that morning, she died.
yeah, I saw that. And you got to go to her funeral in Barbados?
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Yeah, I'm
Hmm.
glad you were able to go.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, yeah. I was happy to be there too because I was like, I didn't really know how I would make it to get there, financially.
Yeah.
But I had after this year, there was some person that really came forward and helped me and my daughter actually.
Wow.
So that was a big blessing that I don't even know how to describe it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's perfect. Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that worked out for you.
Yeah.
Wow. No, that was really interesting to watch, and it was really powerful, I thought. So,
Hmm.
now I was curious, where did you got your pro card in 2015, and where did you get your pro card? And I bet that was an exciting time for you.
Oh yeah, and that was in Florida, Miami, and believe it or not, that was around the time when my dad had died that year,
Oh,
and yeah, that August, and when I went to my coach, which is Chris Darby, I was like, I want to do the nationals in Miami. He said, really? He said, I know you're going through a lot. I said, I want to do it. I know my dad would want me to do it,
yeah.
and yeah. And I went on that stage and I was like, yeah, that's the first national show and got second place and went pro that year.
That was at NPC Nationals.
Yes.
Oh, very cool. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, that must have been a big thrill for you, huh?
Big thrill. My daughter was there, my best friend was there, and everybody was like back home, was just like ecstatic. So yeah, including my coach.
Oh, that's
So
terrific. Yeah. I've been in
mm,
touch with Chris Darby, and he seems like a really good guy. And yeah, he really he supports you a lot. And yeah, his sounds like really good guy in general.
yeah, he cares. He cares. He's not like one of the typical coaches that you can just be like, okay, uh, um, this month is pay or whatever. You do this, you do that. No, it's his more personal. More in tune. With me, and I don't know because we've been together for so many years, but he knows me inside and out, better than myself, really.
Really? That's terrific. Yeah. You've been working with him all that time?
Hmm.
Oh, really? Wow, that's cool. That's kind of unusual too.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of longevity with a coach. That's
Mm,
terrific though.
yeah. Because we always make, we always place in every show. We always place. I think the only show that we haven't placed high was the Arnold Classic, and
Okay.
that was my, yeah. I was kind of sick, around that time too. Also, like he mentioned, I was having that problem with a cyst, and I didn't know. So yes, um,
Hmm.
that time things was happening. Yeah, so
Sure.
that was a show that I didn't really, that got second call outs at.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. So you've been doing really well.
Yeah, we got a good track record so far.
Now, where do you hope to compete next, or do you know yet?
Actually, was to compete this thing, Iron Fitness, Iron Classic. Um, that is something that try to do because with all the travel and everything, body having, I'm holding a lot of water, so he was like, "Let's still do it" and stuff like that, But there's another one that we really want to do, and that's in October. Um, I'm not sure yet the date, but it's October sometime. But I'm doing this one on Sunday.
Oh, that's great.
Mm.
That is that. Oh, the Sunday coming up this Sunday.
Uh-huh, on the 17th.
Oh, which one is it again?
It's called the Iron Classic, the Iron City Classic.
Oh, very cool. Oh, I'm not
Yeah,
familiar with that one.
it's open to everyone. So my coach was like, "Well, just jump in there." I was like, "Okay," but
Uh-huh.
getting off the plane, I'm holding so much water. He like, uh, just go up there and just do your best, and then we concentrate on the next show, which is like I think 4 weeks out from here.
Oh, is that the Legions in Reno? Is that the one in October?
No, I think it's I'm not sure. I can't remember the name of it. We briefly talk about it. I think we just want to get through this one here first, and
Yeah,
then yeah.
I understand. Um, and you already mentioned about getting feedback from judges on where to improve your physique, but have you been
Yeah.
able to make, or well, you haven't had a lot of time since Texas Pro, but were you able to make those improvements?
Well, I'm working on it as I go, but like I had to stop in between there, of course, and did some traveling and stuff. So,
Sure.
uh, sorry,
No problem.
I have my chicken in the oven. Yeah, so I was we're gonna make all those adjustments. Um, I think starting the off season because that last show would be my last show,
Okay.
and then I'll go into off season. So we're gonna start making those. Changes.
That's terrific. Very
Yeah.
good.
Hmm. But I have been, I think that I was a little bit too small,
Uh-huh.
compared to the other ladies. So yeah, that's what I mean. I felt like this conditioning was the best and years that I've had. I think because that we pretty much planned this out for almost a year.
Hmm.
Um, so I think that this is like one of the best conditioning that we came in for that show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Your conditioning was really good at that show, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
looked awesome.
Yeah. Just a little too tiny.
Yeah, I understand though. And the physique girls are getting bigger too, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are. Some of them are looking like bodybuilders, and I was like, like I don't know. I know that they made a lot of changes to the guys men's physique, but I don't know. I'm kind of really thinking that they should kind of draw a line, where women's physique are because we're
Yeah.
supposed to be athletic but still sexy,
Hmm.
and I feel like that some some of the physique women are looking more like bodybuilders.
Yeah.
I think that they need to like redefine how you really supposed to. I see they're touching areas, so I think they really need to touch areas of women's physique.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think there are the physique ladies are getting a lot bigger and yeah, I think there needs to be a better defining line between them. And I think it's almost like the judges need to be trained on that too, because and the judges, they differ so much from show to show too. So it's
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
to tell what they want sometimes, you know.
it's true. It's
Yeah.
true. Mhm. Yeah,
Um,
but if I see that happening, I see the changes and stuff like that, that would be very pleasing to me because some of the ladies that I talk to, they be like, they don't know if they want to stay with Miss Physique or if they want to, just, or if they want to try another division,
mhm.
because it's feel like they like whenever they go up there that they won't get a fighting chance because the women that's bigger is gonna always beat them out.
Yeah, I understand that. And then a lot of, some of them have moved up into women's bodybuilding too, but
Hmm.
yeah, that's true. And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good point. Now I was curious, would you say is the toughest aspect of competition prep for you?
Uh, it's always the diet.
Yeah, I bet.
Especially when I went home, that was I was still on prep for this show and I couldn't even find like most of the stuff that I wanted.
Hmm.
So some of the things I had to improvise, and or eat, what they have there.
Yeah. I bet the food's pretty good there, but it's maybe not the best for a bodybuilding diet.
And no, 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 not the best. Even though I try to like, make stuff where it won't be like that, but you still don't have all the access to the things that I really need. So that
Yeah,
was hard. That was hard for that week and a half. It was very, very difficult. Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, I bet it is. I think that's the diets. I think personally it would be the toughest aspect if I did bodybuilding because I just like to eat,
I think everybody likes to eat. And the thing is about it, when I'm in off season, I don't crave half the things that I'm craving right now.
Really?
Off season, I don't eat burgers. I will make my own for me and my kids, but I don't like, we don't eat out, like go to a burger joint or whatever,
Hmm.
or a lot of restaurants and stuff because I think I cook pretty good. So
Yeah.
I got the flavor. I bring the
Uh-huh.
flavor to the table. So
Oh yeah. When you're
yeah.
when you're cooking for your kids, I imagine
Mhm.
you probably eat something different than what they eat. They probably have better or tastier food, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I cooked for them this evening, and so their food is different to mine. And when I finish eating, I usually come to my room because I really don't like to sit around to see them eating the good food.
Yeah, I understand.
And then they be telling me, "Oh, mom, this is so good." I was like, "Okay, okay."
Oh man, I understand that. Yeah, you don't want to even be smelling that good food.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly,
Now,
exactly.
I know you have Chris Darby as prep coach, but do you have opposing coach too?
Yeah, he does my posing also, but this
Mm,
time around, I got with another lady. Her name is Macey, and she actually is the one that helped me with my routine,
mm.
um, and stuff. And she tweaked some of my posing. So yeah, so this year it was more her this year, and I enjoyed working with her.
What's her name? Missy, the last name?
Macey, I don't remember her last name, but her name is, yeah. She's very, very good. She used to be a cheerleader for I think she said for the Cowboys, and used to be a dancer. So yeah,
Wow.
she is really awesome.
Oh, very cool. That's awesome. Very
Yeah.
good. I was curious if you could give advice to rising pros who are looking for a good coach. What would you look for in a good coach?
Oh, understanding. First of all, you have to have that coach have to have that understanding. You have to be, you know, that connection because it's not every coach that you go to train with you're gonna connect with.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
feeling that connection, I feel like you should go and find another coach because if you that mean that you're gonna be always like not able to talk to that coach if something is going on with your body or if there's a certain type of routine that he has you on that you're not able to carry out or whatever. you should be able to talk to your coach just like you know, like you're able to talk to, anyone else. And
Mhm.
he should be able to, he or she should be able to listen and give you that feedback that you're looking for, you know.
That's good advice. And you've been with Chris for all that time, so he's
Mhm.
obviously worked well with you in terms of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of people was telling me, "Oh, you working with Chris Darby? He's such a this and he's such a that. He's such a hard nose and all this kind of stuff." And when I first did start with him, yeah, he was kind of, quiet, and um, it was like work, 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 work. But as time went on, I think we created a bond,
Mhm.
and now we so comfortable with each other now. It's like he can trust me to go and work out on my own, carry out everything that he asks me to without having to peek behind me, or like, are you doing this, are you doing that? No.
Oh, that's
uh, he
great.
he would tell anyone, he like, only one I don't have to worry about is Donna.
Really? That's terrific. He's obviously doing some great work with you because you look great up on stage. So yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yes, he's the master. I call it a creation. Yeah, he knows his stuff. He knows his nutrition, his protocols, everything he's on top of.
That's great. Yeah. I'm going to make sure to include his Instagram too in the comments down below. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Now I was curious, you mentioned you live in Houston, Texas, and do you find you have a pretty supportive bodybuilding community there?
Uh, Not quite. Over here where I stay at, there's not many bodybuilders that I see over here. Um, like even some of the gyms I go to, people just stares at me like, where is she and where does she come from? You
Really?
know, yeah, because they never seen a pro bodybuilder like up front and close and personal. So they,
Yeah.
yeah, when they get there, everybody's like, to stop what they're doing and just looking around.
Oh no.
People around here, they stop me all in the grocery store and doctor's office, no matter where I go. Yeah, yeah. But um, I don't know. Maybe because that this is more of a area that is like way back here.
Hmm. Maybe
So most,
kind of old school being in
yeah,
Houston.
uh-huh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's cool though. That's yeah, do you think that um by not having such a supportive bodybuilding community, does that hold you back a little bit, do you think? Or I don't know.
I think it do, because I mean I would love to get a sponsor. I haven't had a sponsor since I've been doing this. Not
Really?
even a food sponsor or supplement sponsor.
Mm.
Yeah, something that would help. Where that would take some of the load off. To carry on with this, because this is it's not easy to take care of your body and be a bodybuilder at the same time in the household.
Mm.
It's easy. The vitamins, the food, you
Hmm.
know, clothes, clothes to wear.
Hmm.
Those that's the expense right there.
Yeah, that's true. It's very expensive to compete. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know. And there's more money going out than coming in.
They coming in. Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
which is probably one of the few pro sports where that's the case,
Mhm.
So yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I was curious, is most of your family in Barbados, or do you have several
Yes,
relatives in the States?
I have my one of my sister is in Boston, and I have a brother that's in Atlanta, and I
Mm,
have a nephew that is in Washington D.C. But everybody else is at home in Barbados.
really? Yeah. How often do you generally get back home to see them, or?
Not that often.
Mm-mm.
I think the last couple of years I've just been going home for funerals, and like, yeah.
Oh no, really? Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sorry about that though.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, Now you mentioned on Instagram that you have 5 kids, is that correct?
Yes, I have one biological, actually, a girl. She's 16, and then I adopted 4 kids, and 3 is severe special needs.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow. How old are the adopted kids?
Um, my oldest boy, he is 26, and then I have two 18-year-olds, and oldest daughter, she is 22.
Oh wow. Now
Mm-hmm.
the kids with the special needs, do you take care of them at home?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's hard to juggle too with the
It
bodybuilding
is.
career too.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I have nurses that around the clock and attendants because they're so special needs.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you're like a saint. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's really impressive though that you do that. And that's great that you help the kids out like that too.
Yeah, I was a foster parent for almost 30 years.
Really?
I I,
Wow.
I deal with the most fragile children that you could think about,
Hmm.
being of some nursing background also. So yeah, I take care of my home was an intensive home for special needs children. So I
Wow.
had all kind of kids that came through my home and came through my hands already.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah.
Mm.
That's sweet of you to do that and to help out the kids like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Were the
Yeah.
kids you adopted, were they part of your foster family?
Yes.
Oh, they
Hmm.
were. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. Now, I
Yeah.
was curious. Oh, go ahead.
I was getting ready to, kind of start something, a new career and stuff like that. So I was gonna close my home as a foster parent,
Hmm.
but I was I was like, where are these kids are gonna go? Most of them gonna end up in a nursing home and just die because
Hmm.
they're not gonna be treated like they are, like a family home, when they go to a nursing home.
Yeah.
So I have two of them that on DNR orders and they're still alive.
Really? Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
And like the doctor said, is the treatment that they get, is an environment that is very loving, and caring. So these kids are living past the time that, that they're not weren't even supposed to be here.
Oh, I understand. Wow. That's really impressive. Wow. You really are a saint. Oh my goodness.
If saying that, I appreciate that. I try to as much as I can.
That's terrific. That's really cool. Wow. Now, I was curious, we only have like 3 or 4 minutes left. If you were in a leadership position with NPC or IFBB, what would you do to try to improve the sport of bodybuilding and try to make the sport better?
First thing first, I would, you know, try to revamp how, you want the categories to be. That's my
Hmm.
main, because we don't want women's physique to get lost, and I know a lot of ladies are very worried about that soon it would be, even though it's a sport that they just discovered, not some years ago, but they love it so much that they want it to be, stay around longer.
Hmm.
But I feel like the women, we should be getting more, a little bit more money,
Hmm.
you and as a woman, because the men do get some good prizes, some good money, and I feel like we work just as hard as these men. We sacrifice. I'm not gonna say sacrifice a lot because some of us have kids, some of us have children to send off to college and all this kind of stuff, and
Hmm.
we work 2, 3 jobs and stuff, versus some men don't have children or stuff like that to worry about. But I feel like we should be paid out equally.
Hmm. I
You
agree with
know,
you on that.
yeah. In order to make it fair, I want it to be fair. I want it to be like, and like we really love it. We really care about the sport, and we go up there and we show people, you know, how we can sculpt our bodies, and they want to do it too, and they want to get healthy. We talk to people about, women that comes up to me and like, how can I do this? And I was telling them, they get so excited, like, I want the muscle, I want to be up there too. But you want to be able to be proud of this sport, and be like, it's a really awesome sport. They're very fair. The judges are fair, so, but that needs to come back,
Mhm. I
that's me.
agree. I agree with all of that. Definitely. I think the women don't get enough respect and don't,
Yeah.
the prize
Mhm.
money and sponsorships and such don't
Yeah.
aren't there as
Yeah.
much as for the men.
I feel like we don't be seen, like we should be seen, the spotlight should be shined on us just as equal, because we do put in that work.
Yeah.
Really, really do put in that work.
No, I totally agree with you on that. Well, we're down to our last minute. And so you don't mind doing a quick flex for me?
And no, I don't mind.
Go ahead and talk real quick and then and flex.
Yay. Well, thank you so much, David, for having me on. I really appreciate this. And I appreciate you just recognizing me, and all the other people out there, all the other women also. And I if you ask me again, I would do it again.
Thank you so much, Donna. It's been a pleasure speaking with you and yeah, you're really awesome. So thank you. And
Thank you so much, sir.
best wishes at the Iron City too.
Yes, thank you. I will post it and see what I did.
Cool. Thank you so much, Donna.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.